it's Miss Sarah. So today I'm going to show you how to make pizza bombs. This snack is delicious and easy to make. All right, everyone, so now that my hands are washed and I have my oven on, I have it on at 375, I'm going to show you guys how to make the pizza bombs. The pizza bombs are really easy to make and you don't need a lot of ingredients. You are going to use some pre-made biscuit dough. If you don't have biscuit dough, you can also use the pre-made crescent rolls. I like the biscuit dough though because they're cut in circles and it's the perfect size for making pizza bombs. You're going to want some sauce. You're going to want some mozzarella cheese. You can also add pepperoni if you like pepperoni. I'm not adding pepperoni today because I'm not a big fan of it. You're going to want some butter. I have some butter already melted. And then I have some oregano and some grated cheese to put on top. So what cooking utensils do we need? So I'm using a cupcake tin just because this helps control the way that your pizza bombs rise, but you can also use a cookie sheet. And then I have a knife just to help me cut the cheese and a brush that I can brush the melted butter on top of the pizza bombs. I also have some cupcake liners that I'm going to use to line my cupcake tins. If you are using a baking sheet at home, you just want to make sure that you spray it down with some cooking spray. So to make my job easier, first I'm going to line the cupcake tin. So my biscuit, I have 8 biscuits in there, so I'm just going to put 8 liners in there. I also have a cutting board that I'm using just because I'm at a plastic table instead of a counter, and this way I know whatever I'm putting my food on is nice and clean. So we're going to pop open our biscuits. Now they come in circles about this size, so we're going to use our hands and we are just kind of going to thin out that dough with our fingers, going around as we thin out the dough. So you can see that they've grown a little bit. So now that it's thinned out, I'm going to add my sauce and cheese. So for each one, you're going to add about a spoonful, teaspoon size of sauce. You're going to put the sauce right in the middle. And then you're going to add a chunk of cheese. Now I'm using kind of whole fresh mozzarella, but you don't have to use this type of cheese. If you have string cheese at home, you can use them and just cut it up into maybe quarters. You can use grated cheese, you can use cheddar cheese, whatever type of cheese that you like. I'm putting in a piece of cheese about this big, right in the middle of my sauce. And now that I have my sauce and cheese, I'm going to bring the edges of my biscuit dough together, just using my fingers to pinch and seal that dough together. And if you have some sauce that comes out and squirts out, that is okay. This is going to be the bottom of our pizza bomb. So once it's pinched together and sealed, so there we go, and then I'm just going to put it upside down in my cupcake tin. So I just formed my last pizza bomb and I'm putting it in the tin. These are now ready to be brushed with our melted butter. So I got the melted butter here in a bowl, and I'm just going to add some oregano to it. Just a little sprinkle. And now I'm also going to add some grated Parmesan cheese. So I'm just going to do about a spoonful, I'd say a heaping spoonful of Parmesan cheese. I'm going to mix this all together. And now brush this on top of my pizza bombs. Just a little bit of butter on top. You can also add garlic to the butter if you like garlic, or pepper. Or you can just keep the butter plain too if you want to. This just helps form a nice crust on top of the biscuits. Makes them nice and shiny up top. So now the pizza bombs are ready to be baked in the oven. So I have my oven that I preheated to 375 degrees. I'm going to put the pizza bombs in there, and they're going to bake for about 20 to 25 minutes depending on how hot your oven gets, because every oven runs a little differently. So our pizza bombs have been baking for 20 minutes, so I'm just going to check on them and see how they look. Oh, these are done. They are a nice golden brown. You can see that some of the cheese has popped out with the sauce, but that is okay. But yeah, these are perfect. So when they first come out of the oven, even though they look really good with the cheese bubbling, and you're going to want to wait to eat them because they are really hot when they first come out of the oven. So maybe wait about 5 or so minutes before you start eating them.